Hey guys, and welcome back to Bradbury TV. Today we are finally back at playing Minecraft, and it's been a while. We had some basement projects going on, and we have this obnoxious audio bug. So this is a voiceover. Unfortunately, you're not going to hear Bradley, but the past 3 or 4 videos that I've made, the audio just keeps getting really choppy. So we're working on resolving that. But for now, let's take a look at where we left off. And we kind of did we're going to reconstruct this entire house here. That's the goal of today's video, is reconstructing this house. So I'm going to get some material here, and we're going to make it look a lot better. And we're also going to try to find some diamonds down in the mine. That's where Bradley is heading right now. He's going to go into the mines, and hopefully this time he doesn't get lost. So yeah, we're just going to gather up a lot of material, and I saw some spruce trees in the background, so we're going to try to go get some of those, give our house another brown tone to work with, because just using 2 trees and cobblestone, it doesn't look the best. So we're going to get some spruce trees as well, and we're going to see what else we can get into. All right, so we're a little bit of ways here, actually just right down the river. We're going to collect some of the spruce wood, and hopefully we'll get some sproutlings or sproutlings to grow some of these back near the starter home, so we'll have some of this wood to work with in the future. So we're just going to sit here and kind of wait for the little tree seeds to drop, and then we'll go back and see what Bradley's up to. We'll check in on Bradley here in a minute, see where he's at in the mine. And what he was saying while I was chopping down all these trees is he's actually building a mine entrance in the middle of the house, and you guys will see that here in a little bit. I didn't exactly know where he was putting it. I probably would have put it in the back of the house or the side near one of the walls, but he just decided to dig right down in the middle. So we'll check on that here in a little bit. And it just started raining, and it's also getting dark, so we're going to try to hurry up and get a lot of this spruce for our build. I'm thinking that we make the roof out of spruce, and that'll be probably the only spruce that we would, just for the only spruce that we use for the house is probably just going to be the roof line, maybe. So yeah, we're going to get this. We're going to head on back and check on Bradley. Alright guys, so we're back at the house. Bradley has come back up. Let's see what he has been up to. As you can see, there's a torrential downpour and monsters are coming out, so we need to sleep. But here in the middle is Bradley's cave entrance. Look at that, right in the middle of the house. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do there. I'm planning on raising the level of this house up 1 block. So we might have to move Bradley's mine entrance. I don't know. We'll have to see. So I think we're going to go to sleep here in a minute so we can continue working on the house. And yeah, it looks like we're going to make some food or something here. Bradley's asking for coal, so I'm trying to tell him where the coal is, and he just picked it up. All right, so he's good to go. He needs to make torches because he's down in the mine trying to find diamonds, and he did end up finding a cave down there, so that was exciting. And here in a little bit, once he goes back down, we'll check in with him and see what it looks like down there. Alright, so Bradley's down near bedrock, and he doesn't know where he is as far as the coordinates go. We want to dig on 11, so I'm just going to turn on coordinates real quick here and go down into his little staircase here all the way down to the mine. Of course, he didn't knock out these top blocks, so I'm banging my head. So I'm going to try to clear some of these blocks out to make it a little bit faster to go down. And then I just blocked them in there. So we'll go ahead and clean up all this gravel here and try to get down to him and see which coordinate he's on, which Z coordinate he is on. And it looks like he's on 20. Oh, he took a turn. Okay, that's right, because he hit a cave. And so he took a turn. Very, very smart. So now we're going to continue knocking out these blocks that he missed. So it's easier to run down these blocks here on our descent. And there he is. Right now he's yelling at me, "Dad, you're coming down. You're going to hit me with the pickaxe." And I just keep going, and you know, I'm very good at not hitting him with the pickaxe. But on the way up, you know, I might accidentally hit him. So anyway, so we're going to go down and we're going to check the coordinates. And right now we're at 11. Okay, yeah, so I found 11. So I'm digging a little spot to the side so we know where 11 is. And we see some iron here, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And Bradley is going to continue looking on 11 for diamonds. So as you can see, we've opened up kind of a small cave system here. So Bradley's going to check that out. And I'm going to head back up to the top to continue working on the build. First, I'm going to block this off so we know not to go down any further than this spot. I'm going to try to pick up these torches, but then I realize my inventory is full. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and block this off, and then I will see you guys back at the top really briefly, and then we'll check on Bradley. All right, so let's check on Bradley. Bradley's digging through here, and as I was on my way up the stairs, he started screaming at me, "Dad, I found diamonds! Dad, I found diamonds!" And sure enough, only a few blocks into where that lava was, he found all of these diamonds. So let's watch him chop them down. These are our first diamonds of this world. And let's see what he's doing here. Okay, he wants to jump up here. So let's watch him chop all these diamonds down so we can see how many he gets. He's struggling. There we go. Okay, so he's going to knock all these out. And that is a pretty big vein. I thought I saw 6, but let's see what the final count is. So he gets them all, and he ends up with 8 diamonds. Nice. Alright, so we're back up top. I've made a shield because I hear an Enderman, so let's go outside and, oh god, raiders. So now I'm like, Bradley, we have raiders. What do we do? Maybe they'll just leave us alone. And I'm trying to get him to come up, come out of the mine and then go to bed so it can be morning so I can kind of see what's going on. But then I'm like, you know what? We really need to start killing these Endermen for the Ender Pearls or the Eyes of Enderman or whatever. So the things that you can throw in the air to try to find the end portal. So I come out here and they don't appear to be too aggressive. So I just follow the sounds of the Enderman and we're just kind of looking around now. We're really wanting this Enderman. So let's see if we can find him. It's still dark and rainy. It's been raining a lot in this area. I don't know exactly the specific biome we're in, but all I know is it rains a lot. So we're going to try to skirt past these raiders again and see if we can't find this Enderman. So I'm back inside. I'm probably trying to get Bradley to come back up so we can go to sleep. Let's see if we can't find the part where we fight the Enderman. Okay, so I remember what happened there. Bradley got lost in the dungeon or in the cave system, so I had to go down and find him. But we're finally back and in bed. So we slept through the rest of that night, and now we've got a lot more iron. And let's see if we can't find that Enderman. All right, well, the we couldn't find the Enderman today. He evaded us. But looking at the front of this house, I'm not really liking it. So we're just going to go ahead and tear down the entire front of it. And I want something a little more grand. Like I want a grand entryway with a roof line and maybe like a little porch. Something better than just a flat front. In fact, the entire building is very flat, so we're going to try to give it some more shape, some more angles, rather than just a box. So what we're going to do is try to incorporate some of that spruce that we got. Instead of like only using oak wood, we're going to try to use some spruce. So let's go ahead and jump ahead to where we start working on the front of this building. All right, so here's where I started, and it does provide color variation and contrast, but when I stepped back and looked at it, it just doesn't have any depth to the build at all. So I'm going to take down these beams here that I built up, and I'm actually going to go back several spots. And I started with like a 3 wide, but then I realized, you know what, 3 is definitely not big enough. So then I'm going to tear this down, and we're going to go with a 5 block wide entranceway. You do odd numbers, so the door, if you want a single door, it can go right in the middle. And then also, if you do an odd number of blocks apart, your roof line will come to a center point with a plank rather than 2 steps. So this is what we're going to go with. So this is going to be our grand entryway, and let's see where we can go from here. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and check on what Bradley's doing. As you can see, he's back down in the cave, and he's found himself some obsidian. And knowing Bradley, I know exactly what he's going to want to do as soon as he gets enough obsidian. So we won't sit here and watch him mine it all out, but we'll just see you up at the top. Alright guys, I'm up here working on the roof line, and guess where Bradley is? Did you guys see him in the background? Look closely. Look at what he's doing. He is building a nether portal right next to the house, and I know he's just going to want to jump right into the nether and check it out. So yeah, I'm struggling with this roof line a little bit. I'm kind of really bad at building, but I'm working on it. So we're going to get this roof line in place, and Bradley's up on top of the portal. He's about to light it, and I do agree to end up going in. So we're going to go into this, we're going to go into the nether, and we are going to check it out. We'll see you in there. Alright, so I had just finished the roof line, at least the beginning of it, and Bradley's itching to go in, so here we go. I'm going to go in first. I'm trying to get Bradley to take his shield out. Like, Bradley, you got to have your shield out. You don't have any gold art. Well, he does have a gold chest piece. That's right. I gave it to him. But anyway, it's always a good idea when you go into the nether to make sure you have a shield, because you don't know what's going to attack you. Those hoglins, man, those things hit like trucks, and it hurts. All right, so he's got his sword out, and he puts it away, and he gets his shield, and he switches. There we go. Okay, so now he's ready. So let's go ahead and go in. Alright, so we are now in the nether. Is going to load up. And okay, so we're in, and check this out, guys. We spawned into a crimson forest biome. So we're just gonna have a little look. This was not planned. Part of the plan was not going into the nether today, because we're just not prepared. We don't have nearly as many torches as we need. We don't have the armor for it. We can hear the ghasts in the background. I wish we had audio, but we can hear the gas all around, and we're like, gosh, I'm like looking around. I don't see any. So I just kind of looked just around. I wanted to take just a brief look around, see if I couldn't find a fortress or anything. And when we first go in, it didn't look too promising. I didn't see much, but I can just hear ghasts. And we never ended up seeing them. So I have no clue where these floating creatures are, but they were nowhere to be found. So as we were leaving, check this out. I'm going back to the portal. I'm about to go in it, and right behind that tree, if you guys can see that, I spotted it. I spotted bricks behind that tree and windows. I'm like, Bradley, come take a look at this. We have a nether fortress right next to our portal. This never happens to us in any of our worlds, and we're right next to one. So now we don't have to build massive tunnel systems to get to it and minecart tracks and all that stuff. It's just literally right next to the portal. So I tell Bradley, okay, look, let's I know he wants to go in. He's like, oh, let's go in. And I'm like, no. Let's go back home, finish up the house. You know, I've started working on the house. Let's finish that up, get some at least full iron armor, if not diamond armor, and then we'll go and check out the fortress. So we're back. We're back at the house. I'm trying to get some materials to try to finish up the build. So let's go ahead and skip toward where I have pretty much the front entranceway taken care of. And I believe that's where the audio picks back up. So yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. I heard the Enderman. There he is. We finally found him, and we're going to take him out and get our first... Is it Ender Pearl? No, it's the other one. I think it's like Eye of Ender or something like that. Eye of Enderman or Enderman Eye or whatever. But anyway, we're going to take him out and get our first eye. We have our shields. That's critical to fighting these guys unless you build one of those 2 high shelter things, 2 block high shelters. And there it is. Bradley picked it up. So he's got it. Everybody remind me that Bradley's got the eye because I want it. I want it back. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next part of this, the last section of this video. So here's that arch I was talking about. We'll come back when I have the roof put in. All right, guys. We're back. I had to take a break there because Bradley got lost in the nether. But we recovered him, and that is the build front so far. Let me try to get my... Alright, so here is the build front so far. I decided to move this roof line out a little bit. And I might put another set of... I don't know, it doesn't look that great, but it's a start. So I'll probably tweak it, and then another thing I wanted to do is figure out how to get this roof line started. I think what I'm going to do is pull this part back to start right here. And then I will probably bring it just a few blocks higher just so the roof line is not completely level. So out here, if we came out here and we were to look at the house, we would have a roof line going like this, and then one starting to climb up this way, maybe go across, and then come back down. I'm not quite sure if that's how I want to do it, but you know, we could also put like a tower in here or something, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. But guys, I am going to think about how I want to fix up this front, and in the next episode we'll show you, and possibly do some more mining, maybe start a strip mine. So until next time, see ya!